Well, hats off to the moderators for stepping up, man. I'll tell you what, when you got the good people working for you or working with you, I mean, your life's a blessing. And I'll tell you, I've had a lot of people working underneath me in my various organizations. And I will say that the guys that run this Discord, and now the guild, I'm going to have to get used to saying guild instead of Discord. The guys that are moderators for our community are just absolutely exceptional. Couldn't ask for a better group of guys, you know. And so, uh, again, special extra hats off to Corian, who's my right hand man, who within the span of less than basically a day got Discord dismantled, guilded, reassembled, and we're back up and running. And so I know it takes a while for news of what just happened to go around the world to all of our subscribers and followers and whatnot. And so I don't plan on doing slamming the door on Discord just as of yet. But I think at the rate that we're moving, I think it's probably okay to just go ahead and do what my plans were here. Maybe by, let's just go ahead and say by Sunday. I'd like to just do it by Friday, just be done with the whole mess. But by and large, if you guys are listening to this, you probably already have heard the earlier videos and what happened. Just go ahead and start doing business over on Gilded. Don't even worry about Discord because, as far as I'm concerned, I've got control of one of the diamonds. Donated his ID, so I can get in under Jeff's habit and make posts and charts. I don't really see a reason for doing that, so I think it's probably a good idea now that the Discord's up and running, or the guild. Here we go again. The guild is up and running and FibiCharts is back up, and you guys are able to look at charts and stuff like that. I would rather just post publicly on YouTube here for the time being because I do need to make more of a stronger YouTube presence. And so, you know, the universe is just kicking me under the heels, going, "Well, you're gonna do this." So I don't wanna. Well, too bad you're gonna. So uh, basically, I just wanted to kind of let you know that we're all band-aided up and everything's back to quote unquote normal, whatever the hell that is, if it ever was. And so go ahead and go over there, and we will be changing the links in the description boxes and whatnot. But for the time being, if you're new, if you haven't quite made the jump, haven't quite joined us, go ahead and do that over at theunfairadvantage.chat, which was what you see here on the screen. Um, and I will change where that points here later. But if it dumps you over on Discord, go ahead and join it. Ask one of the moderators, hey, how do I get over onto the guild? And then they'll just give you the link, or you'll find it in the chat. So you'll get where you need to go. But eventually, here by Sunday, just let's have the group understanding that we shall never mention the name Discord ever again. It's dead to us. So dead, certainly dead to me after what they did. Just to kind of bring everybody up to speed, if you guys are new, never heard this before, Discord has been very quiet about any political leanings. And just, you know, we got a little shot across the bow on one of our other servers. And it was no big thing. We just shut it down. They actually killed, I didn't bring this up, a matter of fact. We actually had three servers. We had a shit hits the fan. This, which was basically a prepper thing, and I mused to myself, why aren't they jumping on this? Why aren't they? Oh, they just completely took that out. Apparently yesterday, when this happened, they just completely shut that thing down, and there was no warning. We had a carnivore club, which is basically a carnivore diet channel for I recently changed my diet, and I just kind of thought I'd share my journey on that. They gave us a warning. Well, you know, you're spreading false information, and so I'm like, all right, well, fine. You know, it's not a moneymaker, whatever. So we just took that down rather than screw with it. But I really thought, because we do have a few channels and stuff in the Discord that talk about world events, I'm like, why are they not picking on us about that? Well, they just came across the bow and just said, and just dropped a cannonball right in the middle of the ship, and down she went. So apparently it's still there, but they cut me out of my own house, locked me out of my own house, and so that ain't no good. And you know, any company, as I've often told you guys, and I often instructed some of the guys that are in the Discord about how to build a business, don't lean on big tech. Sometimes you got to, but don't lean on big tech to be a serious part of your infrastructure. You're seeing why I say that so often. Okay, so just an update there, just to let you know where we're going. So we're going to go ahead and get back to normal here. I'll go ahead and let's just talk about Bitcoin here for just a little bit. Early part of the week here, we're getting close to the 15th, guys. I'm really expecting the 21s are expecting something within this span of time. And do remember, I didn't really take some of the other people that were, some of the other YouTubers that were talking about the first of this month as being like something horrible, horrible, horrible. I know that I don't like to mention other group members, but there's a very well-known remote viewer that really didn't want to go on record about the first, and he kind of knew. But um, the this month is going to be a transition month, a big, big, big transmission month, and I do still have in the back of my mind that I'm beginning to wonder if it was a personal call, but uh, High Priestess Grandmama said this month was going to be a time of great darkness. Well, we just had our great darkness yesterday, so was that a personal call or was that the world? And so I've been expecting something for this month, and the people that I know and work with are saying that something is going to happen that's going to be very, very big. Despite what you hear on YouTube, as far as like, Nancy Pelosi is going to get this and this person's going to be arrested. And, we've heard the Guantanamo crap till whatever. I'm not going to go on record on YouTube, especially after losing a Discord, to start talking about that type of stuff. That's not my wheelhouse. I'm going to stay out of that on YouTube for the time being. Now, this is also another thing I do want to talk about. I'm just clearing house here for all the issues. I am setting up a Rumble. I am setting up a BitChute, and I am already on Twitter. And again, we are on Gilded. So I'm going to have all of the social media places. It's doing this, guys, just hunting and pecking all over the place and posting, posting, posting. It's just a gigantic pain in the ass. But this is how you stay in contact with your group. I mean, you just can't have one thing and just go with it. You've got to have several different backup channels. And to that end, also, I'm thinking it's highly, highly likely I'm probably going to, just because I'm probably going to set up a backup YouTube channel. It seems like YouTube has been a little good to me as far as their tolerance of sometimes I make offhanded comments, and I'm waiting for it to come back and bite me in the butt. So if you guys are looking at my channel and wondering where did all his past content goes, I was talking to a moderator the other day, and I said, I think it would be a very good idea if I went back through all of my stuff and just deleted all my old content so they can't go back and like crucify me for something I said 2 years ago or something like that. So it's highly likely that that'll probably happen. So if you don't see any content in my channel and you're wondering what happened to it, that's what happened to it. So I'm being a little proactive because I'm getting that tickle that I get. When I get a feeling, I need to act on it because I tend to be usually right about disasters. So going to go ahead and probably do that today. So, all right. So anyway, that gets everything off the board. All the new social medias, all the new Rumble, the BitChute, Odyssey, all those ones. We're going to get it all in one area, and then we'll post it in the description on new forward channels or on new future videos, so that you can jump all over and join up on all those places. And basically, what the plan is when I do my main YouTube thing, I'll record it and just repost all of those. I'm really don't want to have to mess with multicast streaming and stuff like that. That's a little above my pay grade, so it's just easier to cut, paste, and repost if that works out that way. So that's the plan for now. All right, guys, so back in business. Thank you very much for sticking with me.